Here's a look at the C20 car jump starter. Here's the box. It says C20 on it. The product listing page does not have any really good branding, so you don't know a company name, but on the box it says C20, which is, I guess, a model number that's not on the product page. Nicely designed box, some information about how to use it, information on the side, some warnings, a lot of typos on the box. It's a little bit frustrating because typos on something that isn't dangerous or is not a big deal, but typos on something where you need to actually follow the directions so that you don't damage the product, don't damage your car, don't start a fire. You don't want to see typos. And so quite a few typos in here, grammar issues. I think if these companies just spent a little bit of time hiring somebody to review their copy, I think it would go a long way, and it wouldn't be hard. But that's just something I wanted to point out in case the manufacturer's listening. And it comes with this charging cable. This part goes on your battery, car battery, and this plugs into the device. And then it also gives you a USB to USB-C cable. And here's the device itself. We'll come back to that in just a second. You get this QA certification, pass, manual, and then a really nice case. I like the case a lot. It's kind of a hard formed, really nice red accent along the zipper, an area for all the accessories. It fits great. And then it's got a foam separator so that your accessories don't scratch the item. Foam here to protect the product too. And then when it's in place, it snaps shut. So it just sits in here really snug, perfect fit. And then boom, little carry handle. So really nice that it has a charger case. I am a big fan of when they include cases because look at all these parts. They're going to get misplaced. Your instructions are going to get misplaced. Instruction manual is completely in English. It is actually quite helpful. They do a lot to explain how to use the device. But again, it's plagued by typos and even some just errors. For example, the ports for the USB-C and the EC5, they're reversed on this illustration, so they're incorrect. And then typos and grammar issues throughout as well. So most of them you can kind of figure out, you can understand what they're trying to say, but in some cases I actually could not figure out what they were trying to say. So maybe it would make more sense once you use it. But if you're stuck somewhere in the cold trying to jumpstart your car, you don't want to be also struggling with understanding the instructions and trying to read between the lines. They do the instructions in a Q&A format, which I think is a good idea for the troubleshooting. Okay, and then here's the unit itself. Again, not branded, it just says jump starter. And it has LED lights alongside here. You press once and you see 4 LED lights, and it works a lot like other power banks that I've seen, where it's 4 and each dot represents 25% charge, and when it goes down you lose a dot, and then as it's charging you'll see that final dot charging until the next dot comes on, and then that one will be blinking. So each one blinks, and then it has a flashlight on one end. The bottom just has some information, model number. It's got these red sections on the sides. I'm not sure what that's for, other than to just maybe a design element or something to prevent it from getting damaged. Long press this power button and you get a pretty nice light. It's fairly bright, and you press again and you get a flash. Press one more time, you get SOS. I'll press again and it turns off. And here on this side are the actual ports, and the covers for these ports are pretty good. They're rubber, and you pull on them and they come out, open up, and the hinges are not going to break. They're not brittle in any way. They're pretty robust. And then on this side, let's pull that. You just got to get your fingernail under there. And then you see the other ports. So this is the USB-C charging port to charge this item. And then it's got two USB ports. My understanding is one is a quick charge and the other is more of a standard USB. And again, I really like this cover. It's rubber. It's not going to break off and get lost. And so having these in place will help with water resistance in case you have this sitting out for a moment and there's maybe a little bit of wetness in the air. So that's nice. And then as far as this goes, this is where you plug the part that you connect with your car battery. And it's nice because it's keyed. So you can only put it in one way. You cannot put it in an incorrect way. And it goes like this. Plug it in. It fits in nice and deep. And then you have red and green lights to give you an indication of what's going on. Now, what that might mean to me is that you don't have to press power to get this thing going. It's ready to go even without. So right now it's on, but I'm going to long press to turn it off. No, long press turns on the flashlight. So yeah, it just goes into the right mode. And then there is an RST button that the instructions explain are for specialty situations. And I couldn't quite figure out in what situations that was. So basically it's a fallback. It says that if it doesn't work as is when you plug it in and get it all connected properly and your car won't charge or start, then you're supposed to press this RST button and connect the cables in a specific sequence. So couldn't really figure out what that means or when that would be applicable, but it's there. So it sounds like they know that there's alternate situations or scenarios where you need to be charging or trying to start your car. And that's something to note is, I keep saying charge your car, but it really does not charge your car. It doesn't charge your car battery. What it does is it provides a temporary high amount of power to that battery so that it just has enough to start the car. And so because of that, potentially it could generate a lot of heat if you hook it up incorrectly, or if you hook it up after your car is started. So there's a lot of information in here about preventing the device from overheating and how to prevent overheating. And again, another warning here, which is terrific. And this one actually tells you a little bit more about the RST, and it describes it as a force start button. So again, that RST button, which is right here, it has a function. I don't know what that is. And then these two lights, they also are communicating information as well. And if the instructions were slightly more clear, I would be able to tell you what they do. But as it is now, I can't quite tell you. All right. But overall, great device. I'm going to use it a couple times, and then I will probably update my review when I have more information. But that's a look at the unboxing. I hope this was helpful. Thank you.
So we're going to be doing the unboxing. Let's see what we got. Comes in a nice box, by the way. Oh. And we have a very, very nice case, which is always welcome. And we have a couple of compartments. This compartment has some cables in it, which are your battery attachment cables. Good solid connector. I have not seen that before. We have USB A and C. We actually have a very good user manual. This is welcome. Jump starter. This looks like feels like a plastic. This is a solid plastic. A light, an LED light on it. Pressing The power button for 3 seconds or more gives you an LED. This is a pretty strong light. Press of the on-off button produces 4 LEDs, probably the current charge. So this is nice because the actual panel is clearly labeled, so you know what each of these things are. So we have input, which is USB Type-C, output 1, USB-A, output 2, USB-A, and we have another one here, which is the XT, I think this is an XT90, and that is an interface. So that's nice. It's a very nice kit. You're going to have to get under the hood with this. So this does not plug into your cigarette lighter. This is something you're going to have to get under the hood and physically make contact, or the rear of your car, depending on where the battery is, and make contact with your car. It's nice that they provide you with a charging cable. Comes in a nice case, which is really appreciated. The last remote starter that I purchased did not come with a case, and I had to spend extra money on that. These can be used for any kind of portable device as well. These are large batteries. They have a lot of milliamps, and they can be used for things in addition to just working on your car. They can power phone in emergency. They can also power.
Very nice. Love the storage case too. Keep it in the car, keep it compact and safe.
Okay, I'm going to test out this jump start pack. I've already hooked it up. I'm going to put the key in. Let's give it a crank. Ooh, lit right up. This van has been sitting, it's basically my storage shed for about 5 years now. And the battery in it is absolutely stone dead. So it's a great test for these things. Simple basic unit. Hook it up, plug the adapter into the pack, and you're off and running. It's got a nice bright flashlight on it. USB 3.0, USB-A, and USB-C outputs and inputs. I charge it with USB-C. It's a great unit.